everybody, welcome to the first episode of The Catch. I'm your girl, Ronay. I am a radio personality, a FMC, and a business owner.
My name is Katie. I'm your favorite college dropout, a social media light, and the life of the party.
My name is Denise. I'm a makeup artist and an educator.
I'm Linnea. I'm a business owner, entrepreneur, and a published songwriter, and we are
The Catch.
We're so excited that you decided to tune in with us today. We have some really juicy stories for you. But first, we're going to introduce ourselves. We are four ladies from completely different backgrounds who have grown up in the same city, who have some really interesting thoughts, ideas, and sometimes crazy opinions. Speaking of which, I think my girl Venice has something for us.
Okay, ladies, catch this. So, TwoFab.com just released an article naming some of our favorite celebrity couples who broke up in 2018. So sad.
Aww, so sad.
I know. One of them being John Cena and Nikki Bella, which I thought was a match made in wrestling. I expected that. A match made in heaven.
Yeah, girl.
Offset and Cardi B, so sad. And then Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson. So, I know. So ladies, I have to ask you, okay, what or who have you said thank you next to in 2018?
Ooh, come on.
Well, I have to say thank you next a few times this year. I'm not going to spill too much tea.
Okay.
But basically, I think the gist of the story is what I'm going to say thank you next to is situationships.
Come on.
Both of these things that I said goodbye to this year were not even real relationships, and I think I'm not the only one who's guilty of that.
No, not at all. Situationships. You find yourself thinking one thing and the other person's thinking another thing, and maybe that conversation just takes a little bit of a turn and enlightens a few things.
I think
where
I've
you
come
see
to like
it's not a relationship.
No, it's definitely not a relationship. Like I've been in, they said they didn't want it. They had the commitment issues, and I'm like,
Right.
Well, maybe I don't.
Right.
And then time goes on, and I start tearing a bunch of doors down, pulling down surveillance cameras. I'm pulling up to people's houses. Look, all I gotta say is I have to go to the hospital. I fractured a toe. All right. So I'm saying goodbye to that this year.
Yes, no more situations.
Thank you.
It becomes a problem when there is a misunderstanding and there is
people leading you on.
leading you on, acting like you're going in one direction, but there aren't really
Like,
clear
just be real.
motives and intentions.
Yeah.
However, there's another side to that as well, because they will also tell you the truth.
And this is true.
And they
then
will.
we'll be in
They
denial.
will
True.
They will tell you the truth to say face for the game.
Right.
However, it is a situation that they will also tell you other things that make you feel or think something else.
Or act
Right.
in different, or act completely
Actions.
contradictory
Yes,
to that.
so the
Yeah.
actions will
Right.
be different from what they're saying. And so,
Well, look,
Absolutely.
I have to give this person credit because they told me they weren't ready to commit. So I'm like, you know what? You told me. I didn't take your word for it, and I stuck around. So that's my bad.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's what I'm saying. Thank you next to is situationships.
Yeah,
What about you guys?
Yeah,
What do you think?
sometimes you just
ladies.
catch feelings, right?
Yes.
And you just can't help that. So.
Not in 2019.
Oof. You know what I'm saying? Thank you next to people's opinions.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that
People's
part.
opinions. I feel like a lot of people can be driven by other people's opinions.
Especially with social media.
Right.
Yes. I mean, with how we live nowadays, we live to please other people.
Yeah.
I mean, what we're posting on social media is the best versions of our lives.
Right.
All these
Being
different
validated by
things.
People
likes.
are comparing themselves
Right.
to others,
Yeah.
thinking. I actually spoke with an artist recently, and he had mentioned that he didn't drop his album for the simple fact that he thought he was comparing himself to others, and so he thought he wasn't ready. And I thought,
Right.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Right.
So he finally pushed through that, and the fact that he did it. So saying no and just not even considering other people's opinions is actually a really
No,
Yeah,
I was gonna
absolutely.
say, I actually think it's good to hear other people out, especially
is.
people who you trust their voice in your life.
Right.
Absolutely.
But you can't listen to everybody's opinions, and you'll find yourself going right, left.
I don't ask for too many opinions either because
Yeah.
then I'm gonna just be everywhere.
Exactly.
Because I just ask for sound advice from like
become
the people that I
indecisive.
trust.
The people that you
Absolutely.
trust, exactly.
And like for me, like, I love constructive criticism. You know what I mean? Like we all need that, but I
Yes.
feel like in this day and age in society, people are so destructive in the way they deliver their opinion.
Right.
And it's like, come on, like we need to lift each other up. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like there's
right.
ways to say things.
Yes, and then one
So-
thing too is I feel like so many people nowadays are just inputting their opinion
Right.
without anybody even asking
Or
for
without
that.
any
Right.
credit. Like, who
Yeah.
are you
Right.
to say?
I'm
Out the
so
woodwork.
tired of this Instagram comment shaming and all that kind of
Right.
stuff. Like, girl, boy, bye.
Yes.
I'm gonna say thank you next to actually being too nice. Being nice.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a very nice person, but I think there's a point where I can stop it. I don't have to be nice.
Well, look,
I don't
Right.
have to.
Beyonce said, I don't have to be nice, but I can be fair.
That
So
part.
I stick
part.
with that, like, especially when you're in business.
Yes.
It's, as
I
a
like
woman,
that. Oh, especially.
when you are nice, people take advantage of you. You know what? That's
Yes.
me in relationships. I'm
Yeah.
way too freaking nice.
They
So-
mistake it for weakness.
Yeah.
you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Somebody had approached me in a text message saying, you know, I'm tired of trying to be extra nice to you. And I never asked this person to be extra nice to me. I'm doing my thing. I have things to do. I don't have a lot of time for many, you know, spending time just to kind of chill out and,
Yeah.
you know, things like
You're
that.
grown. You got shit.
So, you know, for the person to send me the text saying, I'm not gonna be extra nice to you anymore. I didn't ask that, you know?
You know what's
So-
funny? A guy broke up with me one time and he said, "You're a really nice girl." And I'm like,
So you know what's coming.
He said, "You're a really nice girl." I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna be nice
You
anymore.
were a really nice girl. Boy, bye.
Yes.
I know,
And it's
I know.
like,
What are they
what-
looking for?
It's like, but then there's a but. You're nice, but.
yeah.
And whatever follows
But-
the but. Uh-oh.
But you're gonna see what's gonna
But
happen next.
nothing. Bye.
Just bye. Just bye.
What's
my
wrong
God.
with being nice? But no, being too nice. You can be kind. You can be kind,
Yes.
and that's the part of being
Speaking of
fair.
being
but you
too
don't have to
nice,
be nice.
Yeah.
I've definitely had an experience with the last guy that I dated. Oof. I gave him money. So this is why we broke up at the end of the day. I gave him a lot of money. Money I shouldn't have been giving away. So that's me being too nice, and that's
Yeah.
I'm saying thank you next to carrying people's loads.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's just,
Absolutely.
I think when you're talking about being too nice, it's like there needs to be a mutual respect. And not just
Right.
from the other person, but you respecting them and respecting yourself.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's-
I definitely
and
lost
honoring
that.
yourself.
To say I don't need
And-
to do that.
Exactly. And just remembering, do you know who I am?
Right?
Okay.
But asking
It's
yourself.
So, it's so
Right.
true.
But get in the
It's
mirror
so
and asking
true.
yourself, do I know who I am?
Right.
Like
That
that,
part.
situation.
That part.
Yes. But
So I have to share a New Year's event situation
my.
that happened, and I thought it was hilarious because the balloons fell, they dropped from the ceiling, everybody's ringing in the new year, woo, great job, you know. So there's a couple next to me, the gentleman's a little bit taller, his elbow bumps me, my champagne in the flute like pours on my head a little bit, and I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
Lord.
my goodness, like I just got
You're like, my
dumped
hair.
on a little bit, right? My
Oh,
hair, my
God.
makeup,
Right,
everything.
right.
So he does not apologize. He doesn't bring me a napkin. He doesn't say, "Excuse me, babe, to this girl" or anything like that. I'm gonna like go grab her napkin or anything like that.
did he say anything?
Nothing. They moved over a little bit, and they went the other direction. So as I sat there, just kind of like cleaning myself off a little bit, I'm thinking in my head, did he really just do this? And I'm thinking, I'm very nice, and usually I would just like let it go, not a problem. Oh, it was an accident. Nope. I was like, you know what? How
tired of
about
being nice.
how about this? I turned to them and I turned to him and his lady and I said, how about I share the fun? And I poured the rest of my champagne on his head, walked to the bar,
Oh,
set my
girl.
foot down. Yes, I did.
And no one did anything.
Walked-
They didn't do anything.
They did nothing.
Okay, well,
Well.
can we say thank you next to being antisocial and rude? Can
Yes.
we engage with each other?
Please.
Like, that's
Yes.
just something
I mean,
that,
etiquette. You
Yeah.
both
That
feel
part.
like a
I
little
feel
bit
like-
sorry.
Yeah, there's a difference between being real and being rude.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yes.
there's that fine line, and just people just, I mean, goodness.
Yes.
We live in this narcissistic society where, like, people are just, you know, it's me first. Like, at a stop sign, like, oh my God, chivalry is dead. Can I get an amen on that? Okay,
Lord.
guys don't hold doors open for us, but
Yeah.
of course, us as women have to act as ladies, though,
Right,
at the same
that
Yes.
time.
part. Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know, at a four-way stop
I'm tired
sign,
of acting like lady. I'm sorry.
Like,
I'm
the
tired.
truck always goes first, and I'm like, I was here first though. Like, but
Look,
Look.
okay, I pay for my own dates now. On the first date, I want them to show themselves. I want to see what they're gonna do. I pull out my card, and a lot of them let me pay.
What?
I swear on everything.
A little bit. I have to disagree just a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit
true.
because men on the East Coast and the Midwest are a little bit more chivalrous than those that we find on the West Coast. So men on
Even
the
in
West
the
Coast,
South, too.
hint. I mean, just a little. I'm sorry. A little. Thank you. Just a little. Do you need anything? Goes a long way.
absolutely.
You know what?
Well, I
You're
know-
right about that.
Yeah.
There's a guy in New York.
Yeah, well, we just got to move forward on some of these things.
Absolutely.
And if Cardi B can move on from Offset, then I think we can move on too.
I don't think she really moved on, but you know, I get what you're saying, girl.
Well, speaking of Cardi B, a feud and a frenzy arose between the hip-hop sensation and makeup artist Black Swan. Black Swan took to YouTube creating a video claiming Cardi B as her worst client ever.
Ew.
She made allegations alluding that Cardi B was rude, unprofessional, and very difficult to work with. Cardi B then took to Instagram and clapped back saying, "Nah, girl, it was you, Miss Black Swan, who was unprofessional, showing up to the location late, high, and actually being very unaccommodating, not giving her the look that she asked for." So, speaking of this situation, I want to ask my girl Venice, with your experience in the makeup world, who was the real ultimate diva in this situation?
You see, like, I have seen both sides over and over. Like, I've replayed them because I'm just like, okay, first I saw Black Swan's,
Yes.
you know, a YouTube video, and I was like, man, like, I mean, she seems so sincere. You know
She
what I
does.
mean?
She
She
does.
seems very sincere.
It's a
And I was
30-minute
like-
video.
And you know what? And I didn't want to believe it because I'm a Cardi B fan, and I was like, no, Cardi. Like, I know she's a spicy Latina.
Right, that part.
I was like, I don't know. Maybe this girl was exaggerating. And then I like reviewed Cardi B's video and even like read up on some of her interviews, and I was like, she seems sincere. So like maybe they both share some truths just in their own perspective.
Right, this is true.
And it's like, you know, I just think they just weren't. There's sometimes you have a makeup artist and a client that don't fit, and it was
Yeah.
just. I think this was the case.
Well,
Yeah, and as Linnea says, you know, there's always three truths. It's
Three
one
sides to every
side,
story.
Their side, and then
And the
there's
truth.
the truth. And
Exactly.
so you speak on the fact that not only are there the three truths, and then the honesty that they are coming out.
You know, I think it's really funny
Yeah.
because I saw Cardi B's makeup before she got famous, and I'm like, I personally think she has like a low IQ for makeup. So
wait, who?
Cardi B. So
Okay.
in the defense of the makeup artist,
Yeah.
Right.
I want to say Cardi B didn't know what she was doing. So what
Okay.
she's talking about.
Well, I'm going to say this. When I looked back at both videos, this is one thing, because this actually happened like over 2 years ago. So,
Whoa.
yes, this event actually
But why did
happened.
she just decide
and
to come out?
See,
Why?
And, that's what
And she
Cardi
was
has.
just
But
crying
with
about
that,
it. Yeah.
it's like, okay, you have to think about it. There's probably going to be a lot of exaggeration on both sides because
Right.
this happened over 2 years ago.
I
And, you know,
didn't catch that.
after time goes, people be hyping up the story.
Yeah, I
and
was gonna say, maybe
adding
they
in
were talking to
different
other
parts.
people and
and all that
then
kind of stuff.
yeah.
But
Right.
also, one thing that I picked up on, it seems like Black Swan was very fangirlish.
Yes.
She was very fangirlish. She said in the
Had her
video,
on this pedestal.
Exactly.
And you never want to do that with a,
No.
with a human
With a
being.
client.
You're not perfect, right?
Exactly.
Right.
And
People
so
have their days.
she was like, it was a dream to work with her.
Sure.
She canceled appointments that she had scheduled
Right.
months in advance
Oh my
to
goodness.
do this job with Cardi B. She said she looked up to her. And then
Okay,
in the
that
Cardi
makes
B
sense.
video, it says that Black Swan brought people to the
Yes.
location.
Oh,
Yes.
So this
she
is
was
what's
like
making
a
me feel-
fandom type.
She was.
Okay.
I didn't see that
And
video.
she was
Yeah.
like, Cardi B is from the hood, so she's like, okay, and even
Yeah.
anybody.
Don't
regard-
bring people around me that I
regardless of
don't
Yeah.
know.
Right, right.
Okay, when you're
Girl,
bringing
we from South End.
strangers to your, you know, if someone's
To the
bringing
set.
strangers to your set or to your house or whatever,
Right.
she's staying at the hotel. You know, she has diamonds and stuff that she could have been
Right.
robbed. So I feel like, you know, Black Swan, I'm sorry, girl, but you probably should have introduced these people to Cardi if they were your helpers, because I have
But-
sometimes assistants, but
Yeah.
you have to introduce them.
Exactly.
It's
and
etiquette.
so I think like there was this fangirlish situation going on, and I think what happened was Cardi B was probably turned off by that.
Okay. That
And
makes sense.
but on top of that, Black Swan actually inserted a picture in the video
Of the makeup.
of the makeup that
What
she
did you
did.
think? Oh, I
liked
saw the
it.
picture. It was very white cast.
It was very white.
was
But
very
one of the
white.
comments,
Oh.
Cardi B kept saying, or no, Black Swan
kept saying
said
it's
that
too
Cardi,
white.
yeah, Black Swan said herself that Cardi B said that the makeup was too white. And what I'm thinking is she really didn't like it the first time.
Right.
But it was already done, and so that's why she was checking so much.
Right.
And she was like, I look white, I look Caucasian, I don't want to look
Right.
dead, I'm not
and
dead
that's her
yet.
management's fault. Whoever hired the makeup
Yes.
artist, because Cardi
The
doesn't have time
communication should have been
Yes.
there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And as a makeup artist, you guys, just real quick, like if I have a client that, you know, says, oh, I'm looking too white, but I'm like, you know, because I understand as a makeup artist, your makeup, the face of the person, your client represents you as
Yeah.
a makeup artist.
Yes.
So I
True.
get it, but at the
Yes.
same time, you're getting paid to provide a service, so
Right.
you need to get, if she wants to look like a pumpkin,
That's right.
let her look like a pumpkin.
That's right.
She will
Right.
be a happy
You don't have to
pumpkin.
post those pictures
Exactly.
on your
Yeah.
page.
And she
Her
will
up.
she
Yes.
will pay you
Right.
again.
Yeah.
She
Right.
will come back.
Good. We
Bronze
should
her
be
up.
happy.
That's good.
Return business.
I wanted to ask you,
Return
Yes.
clientele.
with you having experience in this world, what would you have done in the situation if Cardi B was your client? If she said, girl, I saw your makeup, I love what you do, and I really want you to come on board. How would you have made this situation like move a little bit more smoothly?
See, like you have to go in with a mindset that, I mean, especially like because after seeing like, you know, if I come up to a door and I hear Cardi B upset already yelling at someone,
Yeah.
I'm gonna back
Offset.
off.
She
Yeah.
upset at her man.
Yeah, I should probably go off on him. Like, you know, you're gonna back off. You're gonna be professional. You're not gonna be too like personable. Like unless like you have to let them kind of like, you know, you just
Work it
have to
in.
establish a rapport with them.
Right.
You know, and allow them to get comfortable with you. And I would have just gone in and done my job.
That's
like,
it.
And I wouldn't have expected anything from her
Right.
because she has pressure. She has an appearance. She has an
good.
image to maintain.
Right,
Yes.
right.
And so, and then, you know, on top of that, knowing her personality as a spicy Latina, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, I would have to expect her to be blunt with me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
you have to be open to criticism all the time, and
Right.
as hurtful as it may be, people don't always know how to go about it in the way that's going to be sugar coated. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, I feel like she really shouldn't have. She took it too personal.
She did take it too personal.
She
Because
took it
honestly,
very
some
personal.
people,
In my opinion.
it's all subjective at the end of the day. Some
Yeah.
people like your style, some people don't.
Right.
Right.
So speaking of styles, as we go into 2019, 2018 had so many different trends.
Yes.
So in this segment, we're going to swipe left and swipe right for our favorite and not so favorite trends of 2018.
Yes. And so when we're swiping left,
Left means
nah.
no.
It means
Right means yes.
It means got to go. There's the dough.
That would be our left, your right.
Yes.
Okay.
And right means it's here to stay.
Yes.
We like it.
Y'all don't have Tinder?
Okay.
Ain't got Tinder. I got
No,
Tinder.
no,
I know
I'm good.
So let's start with this one since we're talking about makeup. What do you
Yes.
guys think about faux freckles?
I like them.
Okay.
I think they're cute. I like freckles.
Okay, so let's swipe left or swipe right first.
I'm gonna
go
swipe
okay.
right.
Left,
right. Okay, let me
Am
start
I
here.
the only one that did left?
Yeah.
Right. I've been doing faux freckles since like 2015.
I love freckles. They're
For
so
years.
cute.
I have them on right
so
now.
I like freckles, but real freckles. When you get freckles,
Well, here's my
actual
thing.
freckles, not smeckles.
Marilyn Monroe did a
Not
fake
smeckles.
mole. Okay,
Yes.
people do fake moles all the time.
I don't like them either.
I love those. And the thing is, if you do it, if they look natural, cool. But the thing is, I like my makeup to look somewhat natural. Like guys are like, oh my
Right.
god, I can see your freckles.
But
I'm
that's
like,
like really not
So
natural though.
It's natural enough. It's mine. I did it
Yeah.
on my face, so they're mine.
Right.
They're my freckles, and I do them all the time.
They're cute.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
it's cute. I think anything like where you're stepping outside of the box with makeup, you're gonna have my vote all day.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
as a makeup
yeah,
artist,
yeah.
I'm biased, so sorry.
No. I think,
Artistic.
now, I think if it's like an artsy kind of thing, I'm always down for like stepping outside the box, like you said, like that.
Right.
However, when you just like going out on a town and you got some speckles on,
What about
some speckles.
what about these
I can't.
tattoo freckles? People have been getting
No.
tattoos.
I've
Yeah.
seen those turn green, and that's
Yeah,
not cute.
No.
those aren't cute. I've
Sorry,
seen
Charlie.
orange ones.
Sorry, Charlie. No, I'm good.
Well, if I come here with, with
some
if I come here with some
speckles?
tattoo freckles, don't even trip off me.
Make sure they're brown and not black. Girl.
I know.
I'm gonna tell you about
So
yourself. No,
let's
I'm
move on to
kidding.
the next trend. What do you guys think about dad shoes? Swipe left or swipe right?
Okay, so we talked about this. Okay, well, let's swipe left and swipe right, and then I'll talk about it.
I'm ready.
You guys ready?
Wait, can we do a middle?
And swipe.
I'm in the middle.
Okay, okay, 1, 2, 3. Left. You're in the middle. No.
Okay.
Okay, that's what you meant by you're in the middle.
Yes, I gotta pray about it.
So when we're talking about dad shoes, we're referring to the Balenciagas. We're referring to like those the new Yeezys, like those big chunky shoes. What do you think?
Okay, it depends on what you're styling with. Now, we talked about this a little bit, before, like in the past, and I saw a picture of a girl with a dress on and some dad shoes.
Oh.
That's a hecky no. That's a no to the no.
Like, please, why?
Okay, well, I'm already on like the fence with girls wearing Air Forces and like because they're so big, like it can just make your eye look.
They're so frumpy looking. I'm sorry.
Okay, so when I wear big shoes like that, I have to wear like frumpy clothes with it. Like so, like a hoodie,
baggy
like
sweats. I've worn them with baggy
like
clothes.
a hoodie
I can
and
do
your
Air Forces
Jordans
with some
A
baggy
sexy
clothes.
workout outfit might be cute too, though. Like some some leggings or something cute, high waisted,
Yes,
like
exactly.
crop top hoodie.
Yes.
You know what I
If you
mean?
wear it like in a
With some
sporty
hoods.
manner, sure. But if you go to LA in that whole Calabasas style, like I'm not with it. So,
Yeah.
so let's move on to this next dad trend.
Okay.
I would say this is a dad trend. This is like flea market trend of fanny
La
packs.
pulga.
fanny packs.
I mean, you can.
Did you see the newest
Okay.
one? It's like really, really thin and it like stretches really huge. Like,
Oh
so
no.
that's a fanny pack.
So first of all, let's start left or right.
Okay.
To the left.
It's a no for me. I don't care if it says Gucci on it. I don't care if it says Fendi on it. It's a no for me.
No. Okay, what I'm really against is men wearing fanny packs. So I don't like them at all.
You don't like many packs?
I don't like fanny packs. Nah.
It's not my thing either. No offense to all my friends I see y'all wearing
But
it.
guys, you have pockets. What are you gonna carry in a fanny pack?
Like your lipstick, your lip gloss? It doesn't make sense.
These days, yes, honey.
They
The
do.
lipstick and lip gloss.
Hey,
These guys.
They do.
Okay. So the next trend, since speaking of like Gucci and Fendi, what do you guys think about like these big brands that like logos everywhere?
I'm ready to swipe.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready
Left
to
or
swipe.
right? I'm
Okay,
gonna go with.
I will tell you after we swipe.
Okay, I'm gonna go within the middle, like linear.
Yeah, me too.
In the middle, because I like being a little like extra.
Yeah, I
sometimes.
like exactly. It depends on what.
I feel like it could be cute if it's like the statement piece.
Right,
that
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Like if it's not overdone.
But
it's
not
like
Gucci
head
down to
toe,
the
like
socks.
a bucket hat with the jacket, with the pants.
Like your
with the
promotion
socks.
piece.
You know what I mean? All one per inch.
Look,
And then on top of that, you can't wear multiple
She said I wear that.
brands.
No, I never wore that. But I met this guy on Tinder. So we go on our first date, right?
I know.
He is Gucci down,
my
head to
goodness.
toe, driving a Porsche. I'm like, what do you do for a living?
Oh my
But
gosh.
check this, he was
But
44
did it look good,
years
though?
old.
44.
Yes, wearing Gucci down to the size.
Okay,
Wait,
OG.
here's the worst
But what
part.
did he look like though?
He was fine. He looked good.
He looked good.
But check this, he was telling me he got Botox. So I'm sure he has a fanny pack too. He told me he got Botox. On everything I love, he said he had Botox. Wait, but here's the worst part about that date.
No
I know we're not talking about dates, but he brought his friend who was Gucci down to the socks too.
Boy, bye.
Two clowns.
No,
Two
no,
clowns.
no. I can't.
But it's one for the book.
I
so.
cannot.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about a trend that we're gonna swipe right on?
Okay,
I'm gonna swipe right on because I haven't done it yet.
Let's talk about a trend that we may swipe right on.
Okay.
Let's talk about crop tops in the winter.
Crop top sweaters with like a high waisted like skirt
I'm
with
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm for that. Oh,
I'm gonna go swipe
I'm swiping right.
right.
Okay.
Okay.
Love
They
the
can
I
cross
think it's
top,
cute.
As long as
Yes.
it's long sleeve.
Yeah,
And you're
it's different than
comfortable,
Uggs in the summer. You can
Yeah.
wear crop tops in the winter.
I mean, I feel like you're still covered because you have a high waisted, so it's like, you know what I mean?
Well, let's talk
You know
about
what's
that.
a
Uggs in
forever
the summer.
piece?
Do you like Uggs in the summer?
No.
My feet
Girl.
would be
I
hot.
like Uggs in the summer. It's a little tacky.
That's like sweaty feet all
Okay.
day.
Look, it's the Britney Spears 20 breakdown.
I know we trying to do
2007.
swipe right.
I like it.
I do gotta mention one trend though that I'm so done with.
Okay.
Itty bitty
I
glasses.
know what she's gonna say. I love those itty bitty glasses. Right.
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't get with it. I can't. It's just not.
I love
it's just
them.
not
They're
my.
so
It's just not my kind of style.
Right.
Cute.
Okay.
It gives you a little mystery.
Yeah.
You guys ready to swipe?
Yes. 1, 2.
Y'all know my feelings.
Right. Oh, you guys are haters.
I don't
But
mind.
look, I'm a huge fan
I'm
of
not a big
Stevie Nicks, and she used to wear, Stevie Nicks and like what's his name, Beatles. Dang,
John
guys,
Lennon?
John
John
Lennon.
Lennon did.
I think they need to stay on
Cute.
Clueless. I think they need to stay on Clueless.
I can't with those. My face is too round.
like big glasses.
So they're just like really tiny,
Yeah.
and it's just.
I'm gonna show up on
It
set
does not
with
make,
big
does not make
glasses.
sense on me.
You like big glasses?
But I've seen them cute on some people, and I'm sure you rock them.
I
girl.
do, girl.
I know you do.
All right, I think that
Just
wraps
know
up
that I
some of
love
the
you and I
trends.
don't love the trend.
I love the trends.
And so while we're heading out of 2018 and bringing in 2019, catch this. There was an article in Psychology Today that was written a few years ago about the New Year's resolutions. And the New Year's resolutions, they were saying that they don't work. And the reason they don't work is because people are setting goals and resolutions that are too hard to attain. They're not small enough. Okay. So do you ladies agree that New Year's resolutions work or don't work? And do you guys have any? I do.
I want to say they work depending on the person.
Okay.
Depending on the person.
Agreed.
I want to hear you guys
Yes.
first.
Right.
I mean, in my personal opinion, I feel like you, in life in general, you need to have a goal with things in general. But see, the issue is you need to be realistic. You need to establish a short-term goal and a long-term goal. And so I feel like that's how it should be. And then also, it was pretty interesting in the article. It was talking about changing your self-story.
Sure.
So basically, like, if you have a routine every single day, if you're trying to break a certain routine, put a Post-it note somewhere.
Yes.
You know, kind of just reminding you of that new change that you want to do.
I've done that.
Yes,
and then
really
I started
good.
pulling
You
them
know?
down when I started messing up. I had these Post-it notes, like, this is when I went to college. You know, I was trying to stay wholesome. As soon as I started messing up, girl, them Post-it notes started coming down. Because I swear, like, every week I would pull one down, I'm like, I'm acting up.
Oh my
So, like, a lot of them were
goodness.
the little Bible scriptures and stuff. They literally started coming down by the end of the year. They were all down. I was feeling really bad about myself. But I mean, that's a resolution, right?
Yeah.
So there's a difference between a resolution and a goal. A resolution is you
Yeah,
resolving yourself
absolutely.
of like bad habits, et cetera, et
Yeah,
cetera.
yeah, yeah.
A goal
Right.
is like something you want to accomplish or achieve.
Exactly.
So I do think resolutions are possible. I think people just think they're just goals.
And I think with the resolution,
True,
I'm
yeah.
sorry to
No, go ahead,
but
go ahead.
to the resolution, somebody can say, I'm resolving and I want to make a commitment to myself that by this time I'm going to do this. But that can also be a goal. It can be a goal, but with
That's
the
true. This is
intention
true.
of having your smaller goals for that
Right.
to reach that larger
larger
goal.
Right, your resolution are the habits that help you achieve your goal.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm
Right.
going to resolve myself to do this.
Yeah.
So in order for me to get there, I need to do these things.
Yeah. Right,
So
right.
I'm going to start doing these kinds of things. And then it depends on the person
Right.
and their willingness, their ability, their honesty to themselves.
Uh-huh.
Is this
Absolutely.
something that
I was
can
honest. I took
really
them
do?
down.
Yes.
Gotta be honest.
Right.
So I was reading the article and they were talking about how New Year's resolutions have everything to do with making new habits, right? So I was like, okay, I really want to go deeper on this in my mind. And so I actually looked up the definition of resolution, and it says a firm decision to do or not to do something. And then this is what I really like. The action of solving a problem, dispute, or continuous matter.
Right.
So when I looked up that definition, I then came to the conclusion, no, I don't think New Year's resolutions work. And the reason I think that they don't work is because people are not willing to do the work to change their life and to solve their problems.
Because they don't think
Yeah.
they have to, they probably don't know what kind of work it actually
Yeah, it
entails.
requires commitment.
Right.
And do
It's
they
so much
research it? Do they
commitment.
look and see
Yeah,
what is it
it-
going to take for me to actually get there?
Yes.
Right.
You know, can
Like my
Speaking of which-
resolutions are just like a continuum of my habits that I started last year. Like
I
I
like
started
that.
something around like September, and then now it's just me continuing to do them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
See, I prefer goals. I prefer goals
Same.
and things that I know I can achieve.
You have a timestamp too.
Exactly. But also, you got to commit yourself to the things that you want to change. Like,
Right.
one piece of information that I grabbed was from Dr. Caroline Leaf, one of my favorite
Who is that?
scientists. Y'all,
Who has
look
a
her
favorite
up.
scientist?
She's amazing.
Well, maybe I need to look her up.
She's a communication pathologist, and
Oh,
she
nice.
studies how the brain works.
Yes.
It's so okay.
Oh, that's so cute. She
Yeah.
got sorry. She got a little
I can
favorite
geek
scientist.
out real quick.
I love it.
Real quick.
I love it.
But anyways, she says it takes 21 to 28 days to change a negative thought process into a positive thought process. But get this, 3 cycles of that afterwards, so 63 to 84 days to change a positive thought process into a good habit.
I wish my parents knew that before they beat me when I was a child after all these little bad habits. I'm like, Mom, it takes 28 days. I'm so sorry.
It's like, wait, and then you just see it all the time. fine. People are like, okay, I want to lose 50 pounds this year. I want to go to the gym more this year.
Sure.
That gym be full the first month.
Right.
And then after
I'll
that,
be in there.
after that, I got my treadmill back.
Like,
Yes.
Do people really think like this is gonna fit in my schedule? Is it something that's gonna be practical? Is it something that's gonna actually work for your daily system?
Right.
So I actually have a goal, and it's kind of one that I don't really speak on. People don't really know.
I the tea. So listen up.
So I like to smoke, and it's kind of one of those things where I can relax, or I can just chill out, and I enjoy it. I don't do drugs. As far as like hard drugs, I don't do hard drugs. I'm not a drinker.
That's medicinal. It's herbal.
Right. So it's kind of one of those things where I still like to relax, but I'm not going to go out of my way to, go get drugs or anything like that. So, but anyway, so
if you have a problem, honey, we are here for you.
I also have dry eyes, so it's not working for me with the dry eye thing going on. So I have like clogged tear ducts, and I don't want to get the procedure where they stick this big needle in my eye to flush out my tear ducts. I just don't want to do that.
I don't blame you.
So I've seen and I've realized. So I guess I'm gonna kind of not totally quit, but I'm just gonna kind of minimize it to where it's kind of like that glass of wine at the end of the night.
Okay.
And
well, we're gonna hold you to it, girl.
Yeah.
I'll check.
Well,
it.
okay. So catch this.
Okay.
So I have not even smoked at all for the 2 days. Like I was like,
days.
Yes, it's a thing because at the end it's like you want to have that glass of wine. You want to have that glass of wine, and like you don't even have the glass of wine. You're good.
I said I was gonna stop drinking. I drank last night. I drank the day before. These are just like dinner things. So I went to dinner with a friend. He's like, let's take a couple. I'm thinking a few drinks. He's like, let's take a couple of shots.
Goodness. Y'all, what other goals y'all got?
Oh my
I'll
goodness.
start tomorrow.
What goals or resolutions do you guys have?
I know for me, like, I have a problem where I like to shop and I don't get rid of what I have. So I run out of space in my closet.
Preaching to the choir.
First world problems.
So guess what I thought? I thought buying a Tupperware container and throwing all my seasonal clothes in a bin, and you know what? And all of a sudden I was just like, you know what? This is ridiculous. Let me just give these clothes to somebody, and then just like for every outfit, I buy, let me just give one away.
Yes.
So that's kind of what I'm working towards this year, is like decluttering and like.
So letting go
I
of
hate clutter.
things.
Like I need to have a clean area. Like And
I don't have a big enough closet, but I don't want to throw away any of my clothes. Oh, it's such a struggle for me, so I hear you.
Girl, I have a closet the size of a house and still
Oh
not
my
have
God.
enough.
Look, I can't
It's
have a closet
bad.
the size of a house because, like, they already
be
know.
bad.
I want to live in a little mini camper on the
goodness.
coast, so I can't have that many
Your
clothes.
little
How are we
Volkswagen
gonna
Twinkie.
visit you?
In my camper, I can visit you. I can visit
You
them.
come to
That's
my
true.
I can
house.
drive in my little VW.
You come to my house, and we'll be
Park
good.
on the
You have
corner.
little tassels
good.
on your window, the little
Yes,
Fiesta
girl.
horn.
Gracious.
I have my whole Pinterest thing ready.
Little bars in
that's
there.
a goal for one. That's a goal. Maybe I think next year for 6 months I want to travel in my little mini camper. Y'all won't be seeing me.
Hey.
You might see me on the road. Beep beep.
Hey,
That's actually my
something
goal
that way.
too.
Yeah,
Travel more.
I want to travel more.
That sounds fun.
I want to travel more. I love traveling so much. So one thing that I set for myself is I'm going to travel 3 times this year.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure.
That's
I
a
do
good
that.
goal.
Yes.
Where you going, girl?
So I'm going to go to New Zealand.
Where are we going, girl?
Yes, where we go.
Let's go. Don't play
Get
with
your
me.
passports ready.
Let's hop on a cruise, something.
Hey, cruises are fun.
I have
They
one ready to
are.
go this coming
You get
year.
fat on the cruise,
I
though.
have it, and all I have to do is
Girl,
get
All
on my
you
flight.
can buffet?
Girl, I got fat potential. I come
No,
off
but
of the
I
cruise.
love their gyms
chunky.
though. They got the gyms where you can see the water.
So I don't
That's
go to no
true.
gym on a cruise.
That's true.
Yes. I love that gym.
Okay, so New Zealand, and then what
I'm
else?
gonna go to the Bahamas, I think.
That's
And
beautiful.
then I think the very last trip, I may be taking a missions trip to Africa.
Oh,
So I'm really excited about that.
I don't know
Yeah.
why
It's
I'm smiling. I'm not laughing at the mission trip, but I'm like, it's just cute. She's like, it's cute. I'm sorry. So anyways,
That's
I want to
sweet.
travel too, so I'm going to be hopping in your luggage, girl.
That used to be how we started, taking trips to LA
Yeah.
together and all kind of stuff.
Those crazy stories.
Yes. But I don't know about you ladies, but I think 2019 is going to be our best year yet.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We totally look forward to continuing conversations with all of you.
Yes, absolutely.
And we definitely look forward to.
Yes, stay tuned to some of the juiciest stories, you guys.
Yes.
So go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram at the Catch Talk Show. On our Instagram.
Yes. And that's all from us at The Catch.